The mountain system in the Nepal Himalaya is at peril. The Thame GLOF, where we've seen an entire settlement been wiped out by a GLOF event. Thame settlement is located pretty close by the Mount Everest. This area is classified under the UNESCO Heritage Sites. We are lucky this time because the bursting of the lake happened to be in the middle of a day. Had it been in the middle of a night, we could have lost many people in this particular area. The damages have been mostly into the settlement and the roads and the breezes, hydropower, water supply, and other settlements. The glacial lake that got outburst, Thame, was roughly of a size of Olympic-sized swimming pool. Our assessments did not consider any lakes that were smaller than nearly 2.5 the size of an Olympic pool. Thame was a case in point that we need to revisit the way of doing risk assessments of glacial lakes. It should not be driven only by hazards, the size of the lakes, but also it needs to include the exposed people and infrastructures downstream, and the kind of people living up in their areas. Our middle mountains have witnessed massive migration of male population leaving behind women and elderly and children population. This makes our mountain societies even more at risk due to such climate-induced disasters. I, along with our response team, were surprised to witness the sweltering heat in those areas. While speaking with local communities tell us that they'd never witnessed such high degrees of temperature that led to the melting of the glacial lake, including melting of the permafrost in this area. It was clearly attributable that these glacial lake outburst floods and the permafrost melting were clearly attributable to these high degrees of temperatures that were never experienced in these mountain environments. There are more than 50 such high-risk glacial lakes in the Nepal Himalaya system. These lakes are growing at a much faster pace and might burst anytime. Understanding the risk of such glacial lakes is a complex process. Addressing such a complex situation requires collaboration and cooperation among multiple sectors, but more importantly also with international partners, international institutions that would jointly provide us with the knowledge and capacity to address such risks. Let's save our mountains, let's save the world.